Warning. The following program contains strong language and subject matter which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this program is intended for mature audiences only.
Hi, everybody, and happy Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. It is 8:30 on this beautiful Wednesday night, and you know what time it is? It's time for Inside the Drag Closet. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag and even some things that aren't. You never know. Bottom line is, we're really just here to have a good time. Hi, everybody. It is your hostess, Amethyst Diamond, tonight. I am technically without my co-host, but she's grinding the gears behind the scenes, so don't worry. Everything will be perfectly fine. Don't panic. Send help. Send help now. Welcome, everybody. It's a beautiful Wednesday evening here in southeastern central middle Pennsylvania, where I currently reside. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. And also today, I want to make a huge shout out. Today is the day for Transgendered Remembrance Day for all of our trans brothers and sisters who have fought the good fight, and those that aren't with us as well today. We love you, we acknowledge you, we see you, and we are proud of you, and we celebrate you. So yes, yes, yes. Today is also a special day for Mother Diamond herself, and I don't mean me, I mean my mother, Tammy Ruby. It is her birthday today. So if you get a chance to send her a message on Facebook and say hello to her, please reach out and celebrate. She's celebrating her 21st birthday yet again today, as I have been for some time as well. But yes, welcome, 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 everybody. We have a fabulous, fabulous special guest with us tonight. I'm so blessed and honored that she agreed to be on the show tonight. We have the newly crowned, I can still say that you're still newly crowned, Miss Gay Maryland America 2024. Miss Divinity Cruzz is with us tonight, but we'll get to that in just a moment, because right now I'm going to do a little who, what, when, where, why, how. Who am I? Fabulous. What am I wearing? Money. Where can you find me? Anywhere you pay me to be. And that's how you do. I'm kidding. It's me. It's Amethyst. I've been doing this for over 2 decades. I'm a celebrated pageant queen. I just love and joy and happiness. And, I'm your best friend. I'm the girl next door. I'm the girl they talk about all the time. Problematic. That's me. What am I wearing tonight? I actually just got this dress in the mail a couple hours ago. This is made by the fabulous Miriam Luciano. If you haven't had her work, please get it. It's worth it. It's beautiful. It fits like a glove. Shows off the girl's real. Oh, wow. Okay. Interrupted my own sentence. The hair is by Joshua Derrick. The jewelry, these earrings are by Cali Black. That's CALIBLAQ. And the rings tonight, don't mind minor nails, are by Lolly Cox. You can find them on lollycox.com. Where can you find me? Well, this weekend, we are celebrating, for any of you who are familiar with Stallions and the 40 plus years that they put in central Pennsylvania, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. They have now been under new ownership, and we are celebrating Karma. We are welcoming Karma this weekend. There is a soft opening on Friday, as well as the grand opening on Saturday. Pre-sale tickets have sold out for Saturday, but you can still get them at the door. I highly suggest you come early. We will have some flyers and all that for you a little later on. Sunday, you can find me right here in New York at George Street Brewery with Icy Hottie, Madam D, Sybil Stackhouse, and myself. We are putting on a brunch on South George Street this Sunday morning, the 24th. Please check my social medias, which are Amethyst Diamond on Facebook and Amethyst_Diamond1 on Instagram. So, kids, I'm not going to waste your time here tonight. You know who you came here to see. It's not me. It's not me. I know she just got off work, but all she ever needs is some tinted moisturizer and a little chapstick. And baby, she's biological. I am so honored, blessed, and thrilled to present to you tonight our special guest, the reigning Miss Gay Maryland America 2024, Miss Divinity Cruzz.
Hello. How are we? Good
It warms my
evening.
heart. To say that just warms my soul.
We are inside the drag closet.
Oh,
Yeah.
here she is. She gonna give us a little Mariah.
Just
I
a little
love this.
something for the
Just a
children.
little something. I
Yes.
love you. Hi, sister. How are you tonight,
Hello,
my
beautiful.
love?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. I'm super excited. So is the
Yeah.
cat. Yes. And yeah, I'm ready.
And you look
Excellent.
stunning. You are
Thank you.
exuding excellence right now. I can
Thank
feel
you.
it.
Every step, honey, every step. So we got to
Hey,
do.
you're no stranger to it, baby. You're no stranger to excellence. You do it and you do it well. You do it effortlessly, and you make it look so easy.
Well, thank you, first of all. Thank you.
Yeah,
Treat people the way you want to be treated, right?
that part.
That's
Number
what,
one rule, baby. Number
just
one
put it
rule.
out there in the world. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited. I love the
Look at all the
orange.
people we have watching tonight.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
You're getting a lot of love. You're getting a lot of love here tonight. And while we're all watching, go ahead and hit that share button, share the love, share
Yes,
the live, spread
yes.
us across the world. Babies, they want to see the glamour we put on tonight.
Of course. Why not?
Tonight, the
Mm,
biological women tonight.
just a little shimmer. I
Very-
see you.
mm.
Hmm.
Baby, the check cleared. The ink ain't even dry yet. The ink ain't even dried
Okay.
yet. So yes,
Okay.
everybody go ahead and share the love, share the live, get us out there.
Yes,
Please
please.
send in your questions for our beautiful guest, Miss Gay Maryland America 2024, Miss Divinity
I think
Cruzz.
we may already have four.
Do we have some all honey, they want you, baby.
I think so.
They let it out. Let it out.
Can women be drag queens or can they only be drag kings?
I love that.
That's a fabulous question.
That is a fabulous question.
Hello. No, absolutely not. Drag is art, drag is love. You know what I mean? You shouldn't sit there and kind of put it in a box, or so to speak. Express yourself, express who you are. This is my art. This is my illusion. It may look different for other individuals, which is absolutely okay. Don't allow other people to put you in a box as well. Listen to your own heart and follow your heart and express your art the way that you would like to. It doesn't matter who you are in this world.
Exactly. You don't have to be any certain gender
No.
of any sort of subculture in the queer community or even be a part of the queer community. Drag is an art form that is for anybody who has the passion in which to do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a part of the rainbow, the rainbow alphabet. It's if you like to express yourself in a different form, in many different forms, to be honest, because I mean, glamour is usually our go-to. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because
Right. Right. And
because
it's what I grew up with. It's what, the divas and the singing and that was for, and the heroines, the superheroes, the goddesses, how
right,
grand the hair was, they
right.
were doing everything in 5-inch heels. Like,
Yes.
what? Come through, Catwoman. That was so this is what I create, but don't let anyone tell you can't be who you want to be or create what you want to create.
Girl, I'm going to need my inhaler talking about all that. Lord have
I
mercy.
know.
Yes,
We'll
we
get you
are
a funeral.
essentially, we're like, right. We
Yes.
are essentially comic book characters. We are a caricature, an elevation of who we are inside. I mean, drag is not all
Yes.
of who we are. It's
Mhm.
a facet, it's a piece of who we are. Like growing up in high school, I liked art and I liked music,
Yes.
and so I eventually found a passion for cosmetics and fashion, and that just all plays into who we become as entertainers.
Absolutely.
So
And
anybody
I'm
can
a
do it.
cosmetologist. So, and I was a cheerleader in high school. So you throw cheerleader, you throw cosmetologist into a box, you shake it up, boom, you get divinity. Okay, 5, 6,
Ready?
7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Is that where
Great
5, 6, 7, 8
question.
came from?
Yeah. Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Get into the gig.
Into it, hun.
Get
Into
into
it,
it.
hun.
That's what you got to do.
Into it.
Get a little raving
Okay.
diva jewels for your nerves.
Honey, you got the bling on tonight, honey.
Yes. Mama
Give
always
the children a little who, what, where. Tell them a little bit about you, what you're wearing, and where they can find you, baby.
Well, beautiful. Hello, my name is Divinity Cruzz. You could find me on Divinity Cruzz on Facebook as well as Instagram. Yes, honey, hit me up. I am wearing a Sunny Delight unit that was teased and styled by yours truly. The earrings and the necklace is by Raving Diva Jewels, Michelle Sterling, as well as the ring. This blazer jacket came from the one and only Morgan, a queen so nice they named her thrice. So yes, this is what we are giving this evening, honey. Yes.
You're so beautiful.
I love you. Thank
You're
you.
so beautiful. You know I can't stand you. You know I can't stand. And like I told you, if you think this dress was not modeled off of yours, you're fooling yourself, hon.
I love you.
You're fooling yourself. I watch you. I look at you. Don't think I don't.
And I look at you too. I look at you.
Should. As you should.
Ooh,
As they all should.
Oh goodness. Let me stop. I can't. You get me going.
I was seriously having a dilemma of what I was going to wear tonight. I was like, oh, my sister Divinity's on. I can't look like, a bridge troll. Like I got to get it together.
You never do. You never do. You always look great.
Never. We don't believe in that.
No, we don't. Do
Let's
we have
another question? We have more questions, baby.
Okay, let's go. Let's give it to them.
What does the drag community think of Chappelle Roan saying that she does drag on stage?
Oh, Chapel Roan. You said Chappelle.
I say Chappelle. Yeah, I know. It's,
Yeah. What does the drag community think of Chapel Roan saying? Well, I am just one little dot in the drag community, so I can't truly speak for the drag community itself. What do I personally feel about, Chaperone? I think they are a fantastic artist. I think they are staying authentically true to them. I mean, in full transparency, don't we all get inspiration from each other? 30 seconds ago, you're saying you were inspired by me and I'm inspired by you, so I don't think there is no wrong nor there is no right. It truly, honestly, bring it on back. It comes down to the artist in their art form, what they want to look for. So.
Right. Yeah. And that goes back to our previous question about can anybody do drag? Absolutely. Especially entertainers. We as entertainers, everything we put on, honestly, everything like getting up in the morning and getting dressed, that is your drag. When you walk to your closet and you make yourself feel good, you pick out, your favorite top or your favorite sweater, and you put on the pants that fit you just the way you like them. You know what I mean? That's drag. That is drag, whether you think it is or not. We're as Mother Paul says, we're all born naked. The rest is drag.
Honey,
so how you present yourself, exactly. How you present yourself to the world is your drag. And you can have as much fun with that as you want. There's no rules. There's no rules. We are keeping track of all your questions. Everybody, keep them coming. I want to give a shout out to our Patreons while we're here as well. All of our Patreons, you can subscribe to our Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Helps us keep this show going if you'd like. And plus, we upload all kinds of private content to our Patreon subscribers that is exclusive only to you. If you go to www.patreon.com/InsideTheDragCloset. You can hook yourself up and subscribe for, again, as little as $5 a month. We certainly want to give a shout out to all of our Patreons who have been so faithful to us. Jake, Jess, Lori, who's currently in Paris right now, Corey, Brian, Jeremy, Josh, Chanel, Daniel, Robin, Vicky, and Emily. That list is getting longer and longer, and we love you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your love and your kindness, and for your overall spirit. We love you. Next question coming up.
Yes.
Creamy or chunky, my friend? Creamy or chunky? peanut butter. I was talking about peanut butter. Where do y'all buy your makeup? What brands are your favorites for a beat face? Any creators that give good makeup tutorials? Let's start with the end of that. Any creators that give good makeup tutorials? Other drag queens,
Absolutely.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people are going to do some things that you like, and some people are going to do things that you don't like. But honest to God, over the 20 years that I've been doing drag, I'm a collaboration of many people. You know, my sister right here inspires me. I'm inspired by some person's brow shape or somebody's lip shape or you know, the way they highlight under their eyes here and there. Like it's honestly, it's little bits of my community. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah. Do you know of any good content creators that are specific for makeup that you like?
You know, I wouldn't necessarily say content creators, but I do enjoy Netflix. They have a series that it's all very artistic makeup, and it's really cool. I again going back to what you say, just looking at other artists, looking at other creators. I get inspiration from a lot of people. When I was younger, really starting off, it was Raven.
Oh my God.
It was
Love Raven.
Raven's aesthetic. It was the
Love Raven.
buildable. It was the confidence to build and build pigment over pigment over pigment and understand that there are different 3, 4 different tones if you really want to sculpt it. So that's kind of what like turned it on for me. And then just watching everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
makeup brands. Um, well, I was a freelance makeup artist for a couple of years, for about 5 years, until I really like
Yeah.
dove back into hair and really
Mhm.
focused on that, wanting to stand behind the chair. For me, I always told my clients, it's not about the brand that you use; it's truly about the canvas. You
I
know,
heard you say that
it's
this
taking
weekend.
care of your canvas. You know, it's making sure you can use any paint, you can use any crayon in the crayon box, honey. But if the canvas is not correct, if that is not right, that's kind of what leads to it. You know, especially for drag artists that like to use to glue their brows down. Make sure it is mastered to a T, so then
Right.
that way, you know what I mean. The rest of your art can shine through. Yeah, drinking water, hydration, moisturizing.
Skincare, all that stuff,
Skincare. Yes, yes.
especially
Absolutely.
for, you know, us with all the layers and all the things that we put on our face, skincare is very important.
Yes, it
I
is.
overheard you say that this weekend at Miss Pennsylvania. We'll talk more about that
Yeah,
in a little bit, but I overheard you say that it's, you know, not about, you know, the base, it's about, you know,
yeah.
the person, like, you know, and my daughter Alanya said the same thing. She's like, it's not about your foundation, it's about your foundation. So
Hello. Absolutely. That is the truth. You know, I do invest in Dermalogica leg and body for my face. You know, there is also a little SPF in there that I will put the expense to because that can get me almost a year, you know, but I love it.
Dermalogica, I love you.
Or not Dermalogica, Derma Blends.
Because you're
Here I go.
biological, baby. Ain't
But
nobody gonna
I'll
judge
say
you for
this.
that, huh?
But if we're spilling the secret, I love to use the Dermalogica Daily Micro Exfoliant
I
in
can't,
my
I can't,
cleanser
I can't with
every
you with this
morning.
Dermalogica. The
No, it's Derma Blend,
Dermalogica,
but Dermalogica makes a good daily micro exfoliant, and that really just helps with the surface to keep it nice and radiant. But yes, Derma Blend like a body,
painted.
and it has SPF,
Yes,
and it's
it does
buildable.
have SPF. Yep,
And I use
absolutely.
Elf, I use NYX Cosmetics,
Yep.
whatever. Yeah.
There's so many different like name brands out there,
Mhm.
and I think I have a product from each one. You
Mhm.
know, like
Okay.
there's always something that they all make that I like.
Yeah.
Um, but I think my main, like Mac, I'm a Mac girl. I've been a Mac girl since the 90s. I love Mac.
I
Love,
love
love,
Velvet
love
Teddy.
Mac.
That's my signature lipstick.
Oh, I have some for you. I can give you
Velvet Teddy, honey. And NYX does a beautiful cocoa liner. Tell
Cocoa
me. Tell
of
me.
Cocoa.
Yes, honey.
Yes. Next, Juvia's Place, another
Love.
um,
I use all
highly
the
pigmented
bronzers.
palettes. They have some wonderful, wonderful palettes, matte and glitter. If you like the glitters, I'm not a huge glitter person when it comes to like my eyeshadows and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, are you a highlight person? Do you like shimmery?
Honey, am I a highlight person? I love to get, I didn't go too crazy, but I'm getting,
There she is. Okay, all right.
you never know. But I do love a highlight on the cheek. I love my cheeks. They are my cheeks. So all mine. And I just like to
She
highlight
paid for those.
them. Oh, absolutely not,
She
honey.
bought them fair and square,
They're biologically mine.
like the rest of
Everything
you.
you see, yes, honey. Just a little shadow here, a little, highlight
That's
there.
all it is, honey.
Honey,
That's
just some
all it
cherry
is.
chapstick.
That's
You better.
I want to ask how are you feeling, Miss Gay Maryland America? How does it feel to hear that? Like, I mean, I know I went through it, but I love to hear that from the sisters. How has that resonated?
I
Has that
mean,
set in?
uh, yes, yes, especially after this past weekend at Miss Gay, Pennsylvania, America, because there were several of my amazing sisters there, including yourself. And
Yes.
it was like every corner I turned, I just had to pinch myself and say, wow, like
Right?
my family is growing more and more. You know, I am
Searching for the
learning
picture of all of
so
us.
much. Yes, please. I am learning so much from each and every single one of them. Had a beautiful heart to heart, with each one. I cannot wait for January. And
Yeah.
I just cannot wait to represent.
Yeah.
I'm super
That's
excited.
the There we are.
There we are.
There
Yeah.
is all of us from left to right. There's Joanna Blue, Tatiana Vaucher, Miss Divinity Cruz in the back, Stormy Sky, Nicole James on the right, and then myself. Oh, look at my sister. She crowned me. I love it so much. Right next to me. I love Miranda. So cool.
The
So,
one.
so cool. And
Yeah.
those are some of my favorite pictures to take.
It's just those outings, and it's like, up, sister, boom, take it.
Because like we're always in like a hive. There's always at least 10 of us somewhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
like together. And I mean,
Yes.
we started in 1985. We have a 40-year legacy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being a Miss Maryland, we have 5 former Miss Gay Americas.
Correct.
So look, no pressure, sis, but no
And you know
pressure,
what?
baby.
I don't feel that pressure.
You
Do I
shouldn't.
have a little bit of nerves? 100%. Because if I didn't, that would be an issue.
Right.
It's because I care. It's because I love what I do so much. I can't wait to just go out there and showcase it. But no, I'm more eager. I'm excited. I can't wait to just learn more
You
and
should
more.
be.
Even Tsunami, just hitting me up on the side, Araya Sparks, like just,
Ah,
it's Onyx. It's like, I am just over the, and this is just the beginning.
honey,
Oh, yeah.
baby.
I know.
I Baby, you are absolutely right. This is just the beginning. You have an incredible reign ahead of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible, incredible reign, and we are in very, very good hands. So
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. You
And
know
I
I'm proud of
feel
you.
completely supported. 100% supported from
You will.
every angle.
We won't
You know
let you
what I
fall.
mean? Thank you. Thank you.
We're not going to let you fall. No way. And we have full faith that we're not even going to have to help you. You know
Well,
what you're
listen,
doing.
I am human ultimately at the end of the
Of
day.
course you are.
I take the unit off to rest my head at night. So just to know that I have that support there, I'm very blessed.
We got you. Yeah.
Thank you, love.
Yeah. Absolutely. Getting back to the questions, Frank says,
Hi.
how early is too early to start preparing for a pageant? Never.
Never too early.
Never.
Never too.
Even if you don't know what pageant you're doing, start getting ready for it.
Absolutely. Start searching. That's the first step. Searching. Where do you
Start
want to
searching.
go? Yeah. What avenue do you want to do? How do you want to showcase your package? What package are you looking for? Like,
Right.
there's so many different avenues
Too
to go
early.
down. It's never too early.
It's never too early. And don't feel that you have to necessarily conform yourself or your package to any certain system, unless of course that's what they're looking for.
Right.
Certain systems have certain, different requirements, but you're always going to have evening gown, you're always going to have an interview, you're always going to have a talent. So knowing that, find what works for you and what doesn't, and just go from there. It's never too early. You can never be more prepared for pageantry, because something always comes up.
Correct.
There's always something that you're like, oh, I never thought of that, or oh, I should have remembered to do this. Just get into it. And I mean, I've seen you compete already. You're already well on your way. Regina, that asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
You're well on your way already. You're asking good questions. You're already making your own costuming and things like that. So it's a journey, it's about the journey. You will not be great from day one, and just enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride, find people that you are like-minded with and people that inspire you. And ask questions, ask all the questions. That's what I did. I used to sit in the back of a dressing room and just watch. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't say anything. I'd just sit there and watch. And it's a learning experience. It really is. It really is.
And that's how you learn, by watching.
Exactly.
Asking questions.
Ask questions. I want you to succeed. I assure you. Like we want you to succeed. We want you to be better. You're the future of drag.
Okay.
Right. If I will clap for you because you clap for me. And that's the way it should be. I think that's missing a lot in drag today. Is there's a lot of competition and people, oh, I want to be better than that person or that person. But if we're good, then we're all good.
Just
saying.
That is the truth. She said, let me wet my whistle on that one. Girl, come over here. You better, Rich.
I am, honey.
Rich. Yes, you is.
I'm just kidding. You ready for another question, girl? Let's have another question, shall we?
Let's do it.
Ooh, Jade DeVere says, speaking of superheroes, have you seen the What If trailer?
No, in full transparency, I have not.
The only reason I know about it is because Jade and I were talking about it the other day, and it's not something I'm overly familiar with. And I wish she was here to explain that.
So. Yes, no, I got into Agatha all along. Have you?
There you go. See, yes. Jade came over to my house and we didn't watch Agatha, we watched WandaVision. So I have to now watch Agatha.
I can so see Jade doing it.
Oh, she loves it. Loves it.
She does a whole
fanatic.
I can so see it.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she has the costumes. I'm sure she has pictures of herself. She'll pop up eventually.
I bet she does. That's fabulous. But yeah, that's the jam. I love that. I love all the
Agatha All Along. And that's on what? That's on Disney Plus?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll fix these titties.
You better adjust yourself, young lady.
Oh, she did Agatha last week. She did. That's right.
There you go. There you go.
Done here. Thank you all for tuning in tonight.
And my DMs, please, so I can watch that.
This is episode 152. This is our 152nd episode. We've been doing this since May of 2020.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. That is awesome.
Right? We were Destiny's Child. We started out with 4, went down to 2. Now we're fighting for Beyonce's spot. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're not. No. We're happy where we are.
And we're here, and we are here, and we're still thriving. We're still having these fantastic conversations and looking fantastic at the same time.
Baby, it's good, isn't it? When it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's good. And I feel good.
I bet you do. I
feel delicious, hon. I feel absolutely delicious. I really do.
Oh my goodness.
But that's the thing about drag. Drag is not just entertainment for everybody else. It makes us feel good too. When we're having a rough day. Because I don't know, do you have days where you have and you're just like, I really just am not having it today. But then you put it on and you get out there and one person says, you really made my day because of such and such, and the rest of your troubles just melt away.
100%. 100%.
Like,
Divinity becomes that instant like juice. If I'm going, because I'm also a very empathic person. So
right.
sitting behind the chair all day, and absorbing people's energy, going back to the house, decompressing and trying to recharge. Sometimes you're like, girl, I just need a nap. I just need, you know what I mean? But once you start putting it on and you start doing it and you get to it, and then your sisters are there, or whatever the case may be, it's you get to the venue and you just start getting everyone else's energy and then you just build it up and it recharges you. It really does.
It does.
At least
It
for
does.
me.
It's definitely a two-way street. Like I love, like, especially you, like, and for myself as well. When you or I walk into a room, and I'll just speak of you. When you walk into a room, I don't even need to physically see you walk in. I know you're there. I know that your energy is there. I know that your presence is there because all of a sudden I feel this peace come over me. And I know that that's something that I provide for other people too.
Mm-hmm.
But in that regard, there are times where we don't have that in us to put out into the world. We
Absolutely.
can't, you can't serve from empty plates, as they say.
Bingo.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, so there are times where we actually need to recharge. We need a minute to, to recharge essentially and
Absolutely.
find that energy and that spirituality and just the drive to actually go out there. It takes a lot of energy to do what we do.
100%. 100%. And
You know
not a
what I
lot of
mean?
people understand that when you're in the industry as frequent, you know, it really does start to pull from you. And sometimes you actually start taking from your own cup. What is
Right.
left for you know what I
Right.
mean? In your own cup. And it's been a practice over the last couple of years too, because I've learned the hard way. Whatever flows over my cup, that's for you. But what's in
Yeah.
the cup is for me. I
Mhm.
have to learn how to be selflessly selfish.
Right.
And it's not disrespectful toward anybody else. It's because if I'm not good, I'm not going to be good for you.
Right.
So, I have to make sure deep down inside, G is okay so DC can shine.
Well, gee.
Okay? Okay? Hashtag
Selflessly
selflessly
selfish.
selfish.
Selflessly selfish. And that's just that's being self-aware. that
Correct.
that's what that is. the,
Yes, it
the
is.
number one thing you can do for yourself in this life is to be self-aware. It's okay to say no. It's okay to know your own limitations. It's
Yes.
okay to push yourself to the limit, but know when it's time to say, you know what, I've reached my threshold, and that's
Yeah.
okay, but
Yeah.
this is how we're going to move forward. That's just being self-aware. And a lot of people are afraid to be self-aware, I think, because they feel that it's looked at as negative or being cocky. And it's really not. Self-love and self-care and your own mental state should be everyone's number one priority, because if you're not good, you can't be good for me, I can't be good for you, and it
Right.
just creates this negative,
Right.
cloud over everything. So yeah, being self-aware is great. That's
Especially for
it's
drag
not easy.
artists. Right.
Right.
Especially for the drag artist, like the everyday drag artist, doesn't matter what your art is, that it's just so important because what we do is we give, we give, we give.
We give.
So we got to make sure you keep yours to you.
We give,
You know,
especially with our, upcoming political climate that we have on the way. You know what I mean? We're going to need each other. We
absolutely.
really are going to need each other, um, to make it through the next 4 years. You know what I mean? It's here we are again. But, feel the way you want to feel about it, process those feelings, but get ready to band together, because we have a hell of a fight ahead of us.
We do. And with that being said, always make sure you just check on each other. Make sure you reach out, especially to some of your strong ones out there,
Right.
because at the end of the day, we're all human, and we're all in this together, and there isn't a guideline or a book on life. So,
Right.
it's very important. And when you walk with your head up. Don't walk with your head down, because you are perfect just the way you are. It does not matter what other people say. There is a space for you. So we just have to support each other along this way, even though it will be a long journey ahead. But as long as we got each other, we can do it.
Right. That's exactly how we're going to make it through, and that's going to be together.
Yes.
Indeed. That was November 5th, November 6th, I guess the next morning was a very rough morning for myself, and I'm sure for many of you out there.
Mm-hmm.
It did not go the way that that any of us think that it was going to go, and it's heartbreaking knowing that over half of the nation, voted against that they were brought up with. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of losing friends over politicians. This comes down to a matter of morality. You know what I mean? And sadly, over half the country chose a different direction. But we are powerful and we are strength in numbers, and we will not be beaten and we will not disappear.
Correct.
So we got this.
Yes.
It's going to take a lot of patience, but we got this.
A lot of patience, a lot of kindness,
A lot of pain.
A lot of pain, a lot of
A lot of pain.
stones.
Lots of
A lot of
stones, and baby,
unit.
we got the rocks and the units, baby.
Okay, and a lot of high
Not rocks and
expectations.
units.
We will do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, after all that, it honestly felt like I felt like a fatality on Mortal Kombat, and someone just took the hope, right, like snatched it from me. It was a dark day for many of us, and at full transparency and being completely vulnerable, I was in tears most of the morning. It was rough. It was rough. It really was rough. So, but
I had to
be
have some
prepared.
moon water to like recenter myself before I
Yeah,
left to go into work, because you know what I mean? I do not speak about political things when I'm behind the chair. It's just professional.
of course,
But with
of course.
something like this, you of course heard it throughout the salon amongst the clients there, so you could feel it in the air.
Right.
Every safe space I went to was clouded with a heaviness and a
Yeah,
sadness and sorrow.
yeah.
And you know what I mean? And what we have done was we, you know, tomorrow's a new day. Let's continue forward. Let's not allow this to stop us. Take a
Right.
moment, readjust, and
Sure.
keep moving forward.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the last thing we need to do is be quiet about it. Yes, let's keep the conversation going. We need to stay ready. It's not going to go away. We know it's coming. So the best thing we can do is band together and keep that conversation going, keep that dialogue moving, and just create an army that we have. We've always been here, but
Yeah.
now it's time to show up. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
um,
Absolutely.
yeah, but awesome. Awesome.
Good
Let's
stuff.
move on to another question, shall we?
Let's
Curtis
do it.
Royer. Hi, Curtis. Hi, Craig. In light of current events, what message would you give to fellow LGBTQ plus people, as well as drag performers, who are worried about the future? Again, I'll read that one more time. In light of current events, what message would you give to fellow queer people and drag performers who are worried about the future? I guess we can just continue that conversation. Acknowledge it. It's happening. It is coming. Okay, so we need to be smart. We need to be vigilant. We need to stop the hate within our own community, because that's exactly what they want to see.
Correct.
And educate yourselves on the matters. It's okay if you don't know certain things, if you don't know about tariffs, if you don't know, about certain things in the GOP. It's okay to study those things and really get yourself. Knowledge is power. I know I sound like an after-school special, but it's the truth. The more you know,
Yeah.
the more you know. Knowledge is power. And you know what? We picked up bricks before back in 1969, and we may have to do it again. And guess what? I have 2 free hands. So look, don't let the glamour fool you. We may have to fight. You know what I mean? It's just be prepared, be smart, be respectful.
I will say this too, don't allow it to stop you. Don't allow it to put fear in you. This is now the time to be smart. This is the time to go to the venue, and be able to express yourself in your art form, but be well aware, know where your exits are, be aware of your surroundings at all times.
At all times.
My father always told me, have eyes in front of you, behind you, and to the side of you. You know what I mean? You always have to watch yourself and look out for other people too. Yeah. If you see someone that maybe not in the right mindset, and there could be a potential chance in the future for maybe something not well happening to that individual, speak up and say something. Like it's very important. Especially during these times now and what the future may hold or will hold.
Yeah. Yeah, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be complacent. Sadly, that's something that we in the queer community are not strangers of. Looking over our shoulders, being aware of what's going on. Sadly, that's just something that we do. But that doesn't have to govern you. That does not have to alter your decisions that you make in life. Just be aware. It's okay to be aware.
Yes.
Yeah, of course it's scary. Of course it's scary, but
but don't let that keep you from living your life.
Right.
Because your life is meant to be lived.
Right. And trust me, they're already coming out. Everybody's coming out from under their rocks. Yeah. Everybody feels like, we now have permission to be a certain way. And that's not the case.
Correct.
That's not the case. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. Just stay on the right side of things,
Absolutely.
As long as you're educated and elevated, you will be okay.
Yes.
So, yeah. Oh. So our next question that we have coming up is from Trixie. Well,
here she goes.
One of the contestants for Miss Gay Pennsylvania this past week, and we got to get into that eventually too. Oh my God, so much to talk about there.
Miss Gay NEPA America, yes.
Yes. Trixie asks,
who's your favorite sister, and why is it me?
Why is it Trixie?
3 question marks. She's even questioning herself on why she answered that question. But, I will say what is absolutely fantastic about Trixie D. Flair and why I love her so much as a sister is we started this journey together, the Miss Gay America journey. And, we stuck by each other the whole entire way. And we even had the same dresser at our city prelim. And she did not place that prelim. I did place that prelim, but that didn't stop her. And I kept encouraging her as well as other amazing people around her. And she kept going and she won Miss Harrisburg. And we were able to do states together, which was amazing. And then after that experience, I won and she came with me to nationals and she dressed me. So she has been a part of my journey and I've been a part of hers. And, we've always just had each other's backs. And that's why Miss Trixie D. Flair, I love you dearly. And yes, you are my sister.
That's contestant number 7 in on-stage question category, Divinity Cruzz.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, my God. So, speaking of Miss Harrisburg, speaking of a former Miss Pennsylvania,
yes.
This weekend, we had 14 contestants competing for Miss Gay Pennsylvania America. We're going to get into that. Jade asked, with 14 contestants competing, how was Miss Gay Pennsylvania America this past weekend? Baby, some things went down.
Honey.
Things went down.
Honey, let me tell you.
Now, are you a Harrisburg? No. Are you a Miss Gay?
No, my city title was Miss Gay Northeast Pennsylvania America.
You were Northeast when you won. So was Callie, was also Northeast when she won too, right?
Correct.
I think.
Yeah.
She is the reigning Miss Gay Harrisburg America. She messed around and found out, baby. She schooled 13 contestants and ended up winning Miss Gay Harrisburg America, Miss Felicia Puss Puss. Now say the last name for me. Is it
Oh,
Ramajambe?
it's Miss Felicia Push Puss Rambajam. I hope I even said it right.
She'll be Felicia P from now on, baby.
Yeah, she gonna be Miss Felicia. Yes, Miss Felicia
been
BP.
been doing drag for about as long as we've been on the air tonight, honey,
8
baby.
months, if I'm quite certain.
It's not even a full pregnancy term. I was watching her rehearsals. I said, oh, we didn't know you could do that.
Blessed.
Honey.
Trixie just said 8 months in the game. Let me tell you. Wow. I mean, first and foremost, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Morgan did a fantastic job this year with 7 city preliminaries, you know, and was outstanding at each and every single one. And then with all 7, was able to have 14 amazing contestants compete for the title of Miss Gay Pennsylvania America.
Yeah.
You know, and during that time, there was a couple of transition with contestants and things of that nature. But
sure,
when that happened, that next individual was eager and ready to step right in. And her class this year was, it was so good. It was just amazing to watch between, you know, evening gown. I didn't watch, you know, obviously the personal interview portion, but I was able to help out and have a little chit chat in between and talk to each contestant, give them a little bit of, you know, that good juge right before you get in there. But yeah, and to watch the talents and then, you know, to see Morgan grace the stage the way that she did at the end and all the love in that ballroom, honey, you know, girl power to the Spice Girls, you know,
the venue was great.
Yes.
I mean, even it, look, everybody watching, it was so great that even Steve Urkel came to see the drag queen. Like, and we're not shitting you. Jaleel White was in the house. He was doing a comedy show, like what, in the room next door or something?
And a book signing. Mm-hmm.
And a book signing, like Urkel from Family Matters back in the day. Like, no shit. Jaleel White was in the house.
Yes.
Did I do that? Felicia Puss did that.
Excellence in Bucktown, Pennsylvania. I'll be there.
In Pottstown.
At a historical ballroom, by the way. Frank
Sinatra.
And that's why the acoustics are outstanding, because back then it was designed for the voice to travel through the room.
Don't even need a microphone.
Hello. But no, it was. So, you know, we have a new sister, a part of the legacy of Miss Gay Pennsylvania America. And I'm super proud of her, and the amazing Katrina Escalarza, you know, first alternate, outstanding, you know, it's 2 outstanding. Look, there she is. I say her name, she pops up. She said, excellent.
And a pageant veteran. She's been competing for a while. Yes.
You are correct,
baby.
Honey. Yes.
It was good. I hope that Miss PA keeps that venue for some time, because it was great.
I hope as well. I truly do. I do.
There was adequate space for the dancers, the dressers, everything.
Yes. Yeah. The food was delicious.
The food, honey, I think I left there with type 2. All I had were gummy bears and Pringles. Like, you saw me in that box. You saw me in that damn box.
I did see you in that box. I did. Now I'm going to bring that box everywhere I go. I got you, girl.
Pringles and gummy bears. I work for Pringles and gummy bears from now on. Okay, that's just. I'm gonna call my light bill and be like, "You like gummy bears?"
You needed the energy. You were zipping. You were doing your thing. You were helping out every which way.
Haribo. Hashtag Haribo. Hashtag your gown is Haribo. Can you imagine? Oh, no, it was great. I was backstage dressing the second alternate, Mia Ho, also the reigning Miss Gay Pittsburgh America. I was backstage dressing her, and many other people as well. You know, our services are never done when it's backstage. I was happy not to have makeup on. It was a wonderful day for me, actually.
You looked very.
It was a great day. I'm baby. Walmart ready. I was good to go, hon.
Good.
I was
Good,
good to
good, good.
go. It
Yeah.
was good.
It was exciting for me this year because, um, I sit on the board as the contestant liaison and the city title holder liaison. So I oversee all the contestants and the girls. So
Right.
it was really cool. I got to sit down with each one-on-one and really help and prepare them. And I got to see that, they applied it, they did it. And it
Right.
was, you feel like the big auntie in the room going to each one, making sure
Of
they're
course.
good, if they need
Of course.
anything. That's what I love about this system. It's that
Right.
sisterhood. It's helping each other out, like, hey, honey, look at this part right here. Take a scissor over here, move this bang over here. Like, it's just, you never know. You never know. So
That cracked me up. You're like, move this here.
it
That's
did its
great.
thing. Yeah, like, I didn't even
Everything's
think of it
fine.
like that. But
That's the thing about when you become a title holder, especially whether it be city, state, or national. When your reign is never over. You have your 365 with the piece of metal, which is
yeah,
grand,
right.
but that
But
that doesn't mean you're done.
right, it's what's in your heart that's even grander.
Absolutely.
And that's what you show. Yes.
Absolutely. And I think all of the formers this past weekend did a wonderful job. It was so good to see all of them take initiative and speak out to the contestants and welcome them and congratulate them on many levels. Like it was so good to see Kitty Mame Dietrich and Aida Stratton and Vicky, and just it was a
Ashley
good time.
Lynn, Michelle Lee
Ashley
Sterling.
was there.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, even
Mm,
Stormy. Yes, Stormy was there, former Miss Gay
she
Maryland
was.
America,
She
2023.
was.
Yes.
She
Yeah,
was. We need her to pop up right in the middle here.
I know. Yes. Right?
Just pass it down the lane. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Let's
Yeah.
move on to some more questions, shall we, sister?
Yeah, sure,
Oh,
let's
hi,
see.
Tom. Oh, my friend Tom and Rich, they live down in Rehoboth. They're such sweet, sweet, sweet,
Aw, hi,
sweet
Tom.
individuals. I love them to death. Tom asks, on average, how much does it cost per year to perform drag, i.e., makeup, gowns, hair, etc.? On average, how much does it cost per year? I guess that depends on whether you're competing or not in that year, because that takes about 30 grand off the top. Um, so how much does it cost per year to
I
do
I
drag? I guess that depends on what level in your career you are.
or what kind of art you're trying to convey.
Right. Because heaven forbid I don't buy anything for another year. That's not going to happen.
Right.
Um,
Yeah,
heaven
I
forbid
know
I don't
that.
buy anything for a year. I have plenty of enough in my arsenal to carry me out through an entire year.
Yeah,
I could literally do 200 shows in a year and not wear the same thing twice if I wanted to. I may
right.
or may not like that thing, but I could.
But it's there. Right.
So, um, how much does it cost? Yeah, I think that's going to depend on what your level of your closet is currently.
And also too, I think it it
Right.
it truly depends on too, the, different tools that the artist has in their tool belt. You
Right.
know, I do hair, so
Mm,
I can
mm.
style wigs. I can stack wigs on top of each other. I can color human hair wigs. I can do, you know what I mean? Um, I don't have the gift of welding, so I can't do the jewelry, but I
We have
have
friends for
people.
that. We
Yeah,
have friends
many
for that.
friends, many talented artists that do that. Um, I know that there are other queens that teach themselves how to sew and do that, so they're not necessarily investing in, an already constructed piece because they're just buying the material and constructing it themselves, so they're not paying for the
Right.
labor. Uh,
Right.
you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
depends on too when it comes to cosmetics, how, frequently is the entertainer performing?
Right.
You can
Right.
obviously eyeshadow palette,
Mm.
kinda last you quite some time, unless you're diving into the same color because it's a staple, like a white or a transition color that you like. But yeah.
I used to hate running out of like my favorite colors. Like if it was a whole palette, there'd be like sing. And I used to be like, oh no, I have to buy a whole nother palette in order for me to use these colors. But I'm like, no, you can buy another palette when the rest of them are empty. To do new colors and realize that certain colors are really cool together that I would never put together, that I would think would be like ugly. Like
Yeah, and it gives you a new challenge, and you can have fun with it.
smear it on, blend it out, put a lash on. Remember, trash before the lash. The
Very
makeup
much.
looks like trash before the lash, babe.
Ah, girl,
It's fun.
I cannot. But I hope that answered the question.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
I simply cannot stand you. I absolutely love you. I'm so glad we get to do this together. This is
I
so
know,
fun.
and it's you and I. Yes, honey.
This is good. This is good. Did you I believe there was a question from very well-known drag artist Alizé. Did that pop up or
Wait, pop it
did
back
that
up.
pop it back up? Hey girl. 3 Alizé Diamond it also competed this year at no this
Yes,
weekend
you
at
did.
Miss Gay Pennsylvania America. She is representing the first alternate position for Miss Gay Gettysburg America, whom is
Yes,
Mandy Mango. Did
yes.
a phenomenal job. She asks, also, where did that go? Hold on. Also depends on if you take care of your things. Yes, that is very, very
That is
true.
very,
Like,
very true.
drag is not cheap. Good drag ain't cheap, and cheap drag ain't good, as they
3
say.
must-haves you can't live without during pageant week.
Oh God.
3 must-haves. You can't
Snacks, Red Bull, um,
a Celsius, yes.
a Celsius. Three
3
must-have you can't live
must-haves that
without
you can't
during
live without during pageant week.
during pageant week. A dresser.
Yeah, a dresser, of course.
A dresser that knows how to keep you together. Like, look, my girl Cassie, people have heard her talk to me a certain way from across the room, and they just slowly turn their head like, is she talking to her like that? Yes, she is, because she keeps my ass together.
Yeah, yeah, she knows you. Yeah,
Right. She knows me.
yes.
So Jade says safety pins, bobby pins, and hairspray. Yes. We are all held together by things you can pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot. Okay.
E6000, that's
Ease
a good
lots of
one,
that. Lots
E6000.
of that. A
Yeah,
curved needle and sewing thread. A curved needle and
yeah, like
fishing.
fish wire, a clear, that was good because you never know.
There's so many. Like
Yeah, super
have a
glue.
sewing kit. Definitely have a sewing kit.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
My partner does drag and they have an I don't want to say the word because, but they have like a snap kit, like a snap, something's going on right here. We need this. And it's a toolbox, very mindful, very cutesy, very
she's
demure.
cutesy.
Yes,
She's
honey. But
cutesy.
it's a snap box and
Oh, snap
it has
box.
everything, a Sharpie just in case you're wearing black shoes and you need it, or like,
Or your eyebrow rubs off.
hello. That too, right? Or you have a crystal set and you need a red set, so you put the red Sharpie on the crystals, bada boom, bada boom. There you go.
I learned that from Kitty Mame Dietrich.
Did you?
I did.
Michelle
She's like,
Sterling.
she's like, girl, none of these stones are that color. I'm like, what do you mean? And she was like, I was like, no shit. She's like, it's all Sharpie. All my jewelry
Right?
is crystal, and I change the color when I need it. I'm like, uh,
Well, I mean, do you know how many Sharpie colors they have? Sponsored by. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But mm.
nope.
But yeah, they have so many colors. That's genius. But yeah, I would say that having like, and Tums, just in case you get nervous, you need Tums or something. I
Are
always
you
got
looking
it
in
in my
my bag right now?
purse. I always listen, gum.
I got the old people medications, an inhaler. We learned this weekend we need
Yes,
an inhaler in the dressing room.
yes,
Thank
yes,
God
yes,
we were
yes.
surrounded by lots of nurses.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Lots of nurses.
Lots and lots of nurses. Just
I
the one and only.
yes, this the Morgan cubed, Morgan.
A
She's
queen
like
zone.
couscous. The food's so nice they named her twice. Or thrice in her. Yeah. Couscous.
Couscous. Yes, that's super
I
cute.
haven't eaten a thing yet today. I'm sorry.
I had a salad. It was delicious.
What are you doing this weekend, girl?
What am I doing this weekend? You know
What are
exactly
you
what I'm doing this weekend, honey.
I
I
know.
am
Talk about.
hosting and emceeing at
Oh,
Kona in Harrisburg, honey. It's the grand opening, okay? This Saturday, November 23rd. I am hosting. We have fantastic entertainers. We have the Stormy Sky, the one and only. We have obviously Amethyst over here. Icy Hottie,
oh,
okay? Siren Kelly, Amishka, okay? Melania. We have Lips Moore, Valentino, Jay. It's going to be a good old time. Okay, come
baby.
on out. Come
The
on out.
pre-sale tickets are gone.
They're gone. They're
Gone,
gone.
baby.
And they were not playing. They snatched
You
them
thought
up.
you thought we was playing around, didn't you?
Let me
Oh
tell you.
no, it's dark
Speaking of
in my
playing around,
apartment.
here she goes.
Oh, I like that though. That's fine.
She came in. She said, hold on, a little candlelight now.
No, divinity sing for the children. I got to get under my vanity.
Sing for the children. Well, you know what? I am happy to be here, y'all. I do want to say, though, shout out to Callie Couture as well for being the promoter of Miss Gay Pennsylvania America, as well as, a Forever too. She did a fantastic job this year keeping the legacy alive, as well as Fancy Dismount and Star Powers, who joined
Oh my
myself on
God,
the
yes.
board. So it was a whole team, all the promoters, from each prelim, they all helped out tremendously. I just want to, make sure I throw them flowers because they're well deserved.
Absolutely.
Well deserved. It's not just one person, it's a whole team, it's a whole family. So to
Right.
make that train run smoothly.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. It takes a village. No one does this. Like you didn't do it by yourself. I didn't do it by myself.
I
It
did not
takes
do
a
it by myself
team of
tonight, I'll tell you
people.
that. I had a team tonight. Yes, I did. It was like NASCAR when I walked in this house.
Bet it was.
I
I bet it was. You pulled
shoot.
into the station, they pumped you full of air and cheese sticks or something like that. You got the snacks real quick. You got waxed and shaved and just
I just asked for a bikini and they gave me a Brazilian. I said, okay, less work to do later on.
look at her. She's ready to go back to Puerto Vallarta.
You
That's
dip my
fantastic.
toe in the water. Yeah.
Ah!
I'm excited for you to let your hair down soon, for you to go and enjoy yourself. You deserve it.
Oh,
Yes.
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 2 weeks from today, I'm leaving the country. I might come back. I might not. I'm coming back.
I was gonna say, can I claim that orange gown?
You have one. You already
I
told you.
know.
Baby, I already told you. If you don't think that this is not your gown, you're fooling yourself, baby. You're fooling yourself. I literally sent a picture to her of you in this gown and said, I would like this, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Right now. Oh, you do. You even have the slits on the arm.
Hey,
You better.
uh,
I love it. I
come
know.
on.
I know. I know. Yes, honey.
I was going to wear my butterfly dress for you tonight, but
Oh, spread your wings and prepare to fly. Stop. Do we have any other questions in the house?
we have plenty, honey. We have plenty.
I'm like, this
Trixie
is not
says,
karaoke. Hold on.
look, they don't let me out by myself very often, so I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Trixie asks, when you get down on things not matching up, life, drag, what have you, what's one way to get out of that? So again, when life got you down and things are going on, presidential elections, you didn't win the pageant, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
What's one way that you get yourself out of those scenarios? How do you rescue yourself from those situations?
I would say the first thing that would really come to mind, like when I'm in those moments, those headspace, I truly have to jump back into myself, remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. Am I doing, does it bring me joy? Does it bring me happiness? Even if it's a rough day, I like my own solitude. I like, kind of having that moment to myself to just regroup and rebrand. Even sometimes I love showering. It's that moment to myself
Thank
where I
you.
feel like I'm cleansing off any negativity that stuck to me, any doubt that stuck to me. um
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? So and once I kind of get out, I look at the person in the mirror, and I say, I love you. It's okay, you're human. If you're passionate about it, let's regroup and let's get into the gig, honey. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely.
And again, that just goes back to being self-aware.
Self-aware, yeah.
The
and
greatest thing you can do for yourself is be self-aware.
And I would say truly to music. Music has always spoken to me, even as a child. Having my grandmother raise me in the church, I was always around that music, the bongos, the tambourines, the drums, the guitar. I always felt it in my body. So when I'm going through something, I have to have that music. I have to have that sound wave to kind of break that kind of stickiness that might be stuck to me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's singing, it's listening to music. Also, too, it's having a fantastic individual in your life that is not a yes person. They're a person that's going to be real with you. They're a person that's going to tell you like it
Yeah.
is, whether you like it or not. And it kind of just, it helps you keep those outside distractions from, getting in your mind.
Yeah,
How about yourself?
I totally agree. I it's taken me a while to get there, but I'm a very self-aware person. I know my limitations. I know when I am my own worst enemy. I know when I put certain things into the world, exactly what I will get back in return.
Hmm.
And that goes for the positive and the negative. I'm
Hmm.
human. I know when to offer myself a little grace.
Yeah.
I know when to extend that grace to other people.
Yes.
My walk of life has been has been many, 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 many things, and I wouldn't change a damn bit of it. Not a damn bit of it. I'm proud of the person I've become. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'm grateful for every single one of them.
Hmm.
So I'm an extremely self-aware person. Extremely.
And I think that also is the key to success.
It sure is.
Being truly self-aware.
It sure is.
And it's not just success in drag, it's just success in this thing called life. You
In
know,
life.
don't shame yourself for making the mistake. You made the
No,
mistake, you learned from it. To put that life lesson in your toolbox, keep it moving, you know?
exactly.
Or if someone gives you, negative energy or there's something happening around you, understand that has nothing to do with you, that has everything to do with them. You know,
Exactly.
misery loves company. Hurt people hurt. It's out there, but as long as you're self-aware and you're being a good person at the end of the day, keep it moving, honey. I
Exactly.
hope that
O-
helps.
Other other people's perception of you is a reflection of them.
Oh, that was,
What oth-
you got to do it again. Your pinky wasn't up. Oh, you clocked me. I had to put my second one up. Thank you. Thank you. That was good.
what
Wow.
other people's perception of you is a reflection of them.
Hmm.
However, conversely,
Hmm.
your reaction to them is a reflection of you.
Hmm.
That's a
Hmm.
two-way street.
Hmm.
That's a two-way
Absolutely.
street. I'm a
Absolutely.
very passionate person, and there have been times, as of recent,
Hmm.
where my passion fuels my emotion and it drives my response to something. I'm an extremely passionate person.
Correct.
Extremely.
Same.
And if I were to pick one quote unquote flaw of myself, it is that I am an extremely passionate person. And oftentimes that passion clouds my better judgment,
Mm-hmm.
clouds the words that come out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But know at the end of the day, those words come from a place of love. That
Mm-hmm.
action, that response, that reaction
Mm-hmm.
comes from a place of love.
Absolutely. You
So,
better preach. You better. Because that I agree with you 1000%. 1000%.
yeah,
Absolutely. That's
yeah.
fantastic. Thank you
And
for sharing this because that's the real tea. That's the truth right
that
there.
is the real tea. I won't apologize for how I feel. I won't apologize for my passion for something. But I
Correct.
am self-aware enough to know that oftentimes that clouds my better judgment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's how you move forward with things. You know,
Absolutely.
I had my own interesting journey this year with pageantry. You know, I had a benefactor who was helping me and supporting me financially. You know, they eventually stepped out of my life, causing me to have to make some very harsh decisions, which came with some very harsh responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I didn't know they were coming, but you know that even the end of my journey as Miss Maryland and your beginning into it. Um, you know, the details are the details, but
Right.
I will never apologize for my passion. I am so thrilled and honored that you are our Miss Gay Maryland America. Like
I'm very honored. I'm very
what
honored.
I wanted happened no matter what. So is what it is.
Well, thank you, honey. Thank you. Thank
Is
you.
what it is. And I love you and I hope you know that and I hope you trust that. I'm
I
always in
do.
your corner.
Thank you.
So
I do.
yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely. That was
All
a
right,
great
more
question.
questions.
I know.
Did you
Let's.
like that? It was good, right? Come on, Trixie. Trixie says
We-
shimmer or glitter. I'm allergic to both. Don't you ever bring glitter around me and shimmer, you're sweaty. I'm sorry.
I choose both. Yes,
She loves it.
I
Look,
do.
I'm
I
a,
love the sparkle.
now look, she's a biological woman. She's into that self-love and that skincare. Baby, look, life drove over my face. It's okay. I've accepted it a long time ago. Look, and I'm still stunning.
No.
I'm still stunning. I could give two shits. But look, yeah, I don't highlight the things that people don't need to see, so I'm allergic to both. Thank you so
I
much.
cannot. I love a good highlight. I've always loved a good highlight. And a secret, if you really knew me,
If you knew
you would
me,
know. I highlight my ears.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What?
Bible.
They
Bible.
they they highlighted right now. You do highlight your ears.
Do you see that? Why? Because it just contoured my ear. Look at that
Every
gorgeousness
nook
of
and
my
cranny.
ear.
Look
Look
that
at that
this
gorgeous
part right
highlight.
here
Mm-hmm. And you know what that says? Biological.
took the word. You snatched the word. Just took it.
Right out. Right out.
Yes, the sleeves are slit for you, dear.
You better. Yes. That's a beautiful color on you.
You're a beautiful color on this world.
Thank you. You're just beautiful.
And we're done here, kids. Thanks for tuning in.
Ah,
That's what it's about.
I need that
Right
dress in
there.
hot pink. That would be a fabulous that ensemble in hot pink.
This
Yes. Yeah. No, not the what you have on, what you're wearing.
in hot pink.
Yeah. You have it? It's back there?
It's right
I
there. I
I
have
can
it in brown too.
oh my goodness. And look at you. She said 200 ensembles, no repeats.
No repeats.
Yes.
Baby, being Miss Maryland's gonna get you together, hon. You was already together, but you gonna be together.
Yes.
Real. Jade's
Look at
coming over to steal my dress. That's fine. Let's talk about the show that we're doing at Mother's to celebrate you on December 28th. In Baltimore, we are doing I mean, it's still a holiday show at Illusions Drag Brunch. We are presenting the Crown Jewels. It's going to be a special tribute and send off to this beautiful creature right next to me here, Miss Gay Maryland America 2024. We are sending her to MGA in Little Rock, Arkansas in January.
And also to the fabulous Onyx de Pearl, first alternate as well.
Baby. Yes, baby. We are sending Team Maryland to MGA that day. Tickets are going to sell out. Look, there's going to be 7 of us in the building. And when we gather, baby. We gather in hordes because, well, we like ourselves.
Yeah.
The excellence. Now, look, we're going to have the first Miss Gay Maryland there, as well as the current. So we have Stacey Maxwell, Jesus, I can't talk, Eva Couture, Chastity Vane, myself, Stormy Sky, Onyx de Pearl, first alternate to Miss Gay Maryland America. Onyx Revlon is going to be there, and of course, Divinity Cruz and our host, Derek Sky. It's going to be Saturday, December 28th, 2024 in Baltimore. Get your tickets. That's going to sell out. Will this be your first time at Mother's?
Yes.
It's a good time.
I'm very
You're going to love it.
It's a fantastic
We're there to celebrate you.
Yes.
Look, there's that Cali Couture, the promoter and former Miss Gay Pennsylvania America. Couture says, why, hello, Lordy, Miss Gay America stuff. Didn't we just have a function? Yes, we did. And Lord, if we can stop talking about it, I'm kidding.
I mean, in full transparency, we didn't have a function, honey. We had a homosexual programs.
Honey, it was gay as shit.
Yes, we had a program, honey.
Gay. Gay, but kudos to you, Cali Couture. Kudos to you for your tireless efforts and everything, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your spirit was in that.
Yes.
What you gonna say? You know what I mean? What are you gonna say? I felt you. I felt your energy. I felt your lack of energy, and I felt your push. And you make shit happen, hon.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to say. You make shit happen. And it was successful. And it was wonderful. So give yourself a little grace. Pat yourself on the back because you deserve it.
Absolutely.
You deserve it. All the flowers to you, my friend. Right?
Right?
Right. Right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was cool. I mean, throughout the whole entire year, working, side by side with Callie and with Star and with Morgan and with, Fancy, aka Derek. It was really, really cool to do that. To just also be a part of it and to help build that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, Callie did her thing, honey. Extremely.
She did. She did.
That's my sister.
Pennsylvania is getting the facelift it needs.
100%. And speaking on that, it's so cool because this year we are going to have 6 individuals going to Miss Gay America this year that kind of stem from Pennsylvania or have been former Miss Gay Pennsylvanias.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so cool, the representative that we're bringing to the national stage. Yes. Yeah,
we're showing up and we're showing out.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
We are. I'll join you all eventually, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Hey, but, listen, good things happen to people who wait. And, I'm a testament to that. I was supposed to start my Miss Gay Maryland America journey a year prior before I actually started. And the universe said, no, we got different things for you. And you roll with it, right? I didn't sit there and it brings back to, Trixie's question. What do? You own up to it, say, all right, what am I going to do differently? Make it different and come back and do what you want to do and put in the work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've always been a firm believer of things happen for a reason, and they do. Whether it be who our next president is, whether it be pageantry, whether it be me deciding what I want for dinner. Things happen look, people, the story's been written. I
Yeah.
assure you, the powers that be, whether you call that she, her, them, or they,
Yes.
the powers that be have already written our story. We just have to live it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just let trust the process, let it happen. Don't interfere.
No. And
Definitely
when
don't
it's
interfere.
time, when it's time,
When
it's
it's
time.
time, it's time.
Yeah.
And it will be right, and you will win every category, and it will be the Divinity Cruise concert, and and you will look lovely in your Coco Vega lavender gown, and you will look great in that cute little Maryland pin that somebody made for you, and you will just it will be time. So, and I know my time's coming, but I'm a happy person. I love what I do regardless. Pageantry is not my life. Drag is my life. It's what I
Right.
do
Right.
as a career, but I'm happy with me.
Yeah.
I'm a Miss Maryland, honey.
Yes.
I can quit now. I'm good. Honestly, no. No, that will never happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
again, self-aware. Be happy with you, baby. When you're happy with yourself, you're unstoppable.
That's it. Yeah. And I love
Next
the person I
question.
am. Okay.
Hi, Lauren. Thank you so much for watching the show tonight. Lauren says, where are we on Lancaster Pride 2025? Are you both going to be there? That's probably a guaranteed yes.
Yeah.
I can probably guarantee, oh, Pride season. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Oh, the amount of effort and love, and kudos to the sponsors, the vendors, the volunteers that make those kind of events happen. We start having those conversations right about now, Lauren. Thank you so much for reminding
Oh,
me.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Pride season, Pride month is June, but we start planning that at least 6 months in advance. Lancaster Pride will probably be, actually, I do have a date for that because I know that I am there, and I know that Miss Marilyn's going to be there as
Yes.
well, as long as she doesn't have anything else already lined up. I know you have Annapolis Pride. Look, Pride Month for you. God bless you, baby. Um, Lancaster Pride next year is Saturday, June 28th. Put that on your calendars. Saturday, the Marriott at the Convention Center. And I'm pretty sure, if I can guarantee it, Miss Marilyn's going to be there because I usually help organize those things, and she's going to be. So,
You heard it yourself, everyone. I'll be there.
there it is, and trust me, my check's clear. So,
Like it should, girl. Yes.
like they should. But yes, Lancaster Pride will be Saturday, June 28th next year. It's my hometown, so I always love, 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 love going back. We just had I forget his name, Jonathan from Hamilton. Oh my God, that's terrible. I'm a terrible person.
You're not a terrible person.
No, I'm
Your
just
mind
old.
part is terrible. And it's human. It's okay. Jonathan
Thank you,
Groff.
Jonathan Groff. Jonathan Groff
Yes.
was just there. If you know him from either a Hamilton, he played King George. Um, he was on Glee. He was Jesse St. James on Glee. If you
Okay.
watched that, did you watch? Were you a Glee fan?
Um, um,
Far
I
too
was a
young for that.
competitive cheerleader. So I was either at school or the gym. School or the gym.
That's fair.
Yeah. I wasn't really watching Glee like that.
That's okay.
I was doing
We were
double
watching
acting.
you. We
Yes,
were watching you 5, 6, 7, 8.
throwing the girls in the air, the whole thing.
Spirit spirit.
You better. RESPECT.
That's right. I was in marching band, baby, so I was right there with you,
You
honey.
get it. You totally
I
get
was
it.
in, baby.
You
There's
were.
no
What
better feeling.
instrument did you play?
Trumpet, skin flute.
You better. Wepa, nena. Wepa. I cannot. Yep. Yep. Wow, the light. Uh-huh.
Next question, please. Would you look at that? Oh, look at it. Trixie. Trixie says, is there a song that you won't do because of a sister who does it? Is there a song I won't do because there's a sister that does it? I think I understand the context of this question. There are certain songs that some of my sisters do that I could never, ever, 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 which is pretty much everything Divinity does.
That is not true.
Honey, baby, give yourself a little grace. You are phenomenal, and everybody knows it. So,
thank you very much.
Is there a song that somebody else does that you want to do that you won't do because they do it? I guess it's just knowing what's in your own wheelhouse. There are certain artists and certain genres that just aren't my thing. It's not that I don't appreciate them or care for them. It would just be out of character for me to do, and I think that's fair to say, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Right.
You won't catch me doing Taylor Swift.
See, now it's funny. I have done Taylor Swift brunches, but you don't get Taylor Swift. You get Divinity Cruzz in a blonde wig with bangs, twirling like Divinity Cruzz to a Taylor Swift song.
Doing "Look What You Made Me Do."
Boom. Yes, or I could do it with a broken heart. Yes, I like to give the theatrics of it all.
Yes, you do, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I agree. You know, there are songs out there that, you know, I know my sister has done, you know, that I have done too, like in the past, you know what I mean? But as far as like knowing my sister, maybe having like a specific look, mix, you know, a whole talent package, essentially, you know, that they look forward to doing, I wouldn't touch it. That's
right.
You know what I mean? Like, even if I like it, it's like you already built to what it is. You know what I mean? I would just.
That's what it is for me. Like there are certain numbers I watch my sisters do that inspired me to make me want to do a different version of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I appreciate their vision, but I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. I would do it this way.
Right.
But I can't say that there's anything I don't do because somebody else does it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Like, do you do any impersonations? Do you feel that you could do a character impersonation? If you were to do a Snatch Game, who would you be? Because me personally, I don't feel like I look like anybody. I don't feel as though I look like any certain character, celebrity, anything. I've been compared to many, but I don't feel like I don't know what my Snatch Game would ever be.
I don't know. That's a great question.
Like, I really don't. Yeah. Like, I'm confident in how I look.
Performance-wise, I would say like Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
You know, I would do like a dance, a J-Lo thing, blah, blah, blah. Snatch Game, I don't know if I would do that for a Snatch Game. I would play someone more fun. You know what I mean? But again, I don't know. I don't even know who I look like. I don't.
Right. What do you think, viewers out there? Who do you think our Divinity and I's Snatch Game characters would be? Who do you resemble? You know, I've done Janet Jackson, I've done Alicia Keys, I've done Vanessa Williams, you know, and I've gotten all of those things. But I can't honestly say that I can do a celebrity impersonation of anybody.
Yeah. But I can sing Adele.
Baby, you could sing the phone book. Are you kidding me? Like, baby, if you haven't heard this one sing, you're missing out. You're missing out.
Jennifer Coolidge. I love Jennifer Coolidge. Wow. Ross Matthews. That's a good one.
You do a real good Gavin, I heard.
Oh my goodness.
You're ready?
I cannot. Wait, I can't. Leave Gavin out of this. Oh my goodness. Heavens to Betsy.
She's fabulous too.
I know. I love her. Wow.
For the record, she's doing Cali Couture.
That is sister love right there. That is sister love. It really
baby.
is.
Yeah, I don't know. Holly says Morgan, oh, Morgan Fairchild. You would be a good Morgan Fairchild, baby. She has all the right things together, and she's blonde. Mm. Divinity would be a good Edie Chacon. Did I say that right? Hi, Terry Conrad. We know Terry Conrad as
Hi,
Vicky Sue
honey.
Robinson.
Vicky Dom. Vicky Dom and Nate.
Vicky D.
Yeah.
Preference on the D.
Hello. I don't know who that last person was. So can you write that down for me? And then I'm gonna Google
Yeah, I
it.
don't know who that is either.
Yeah. Message me.
Divinity. Oh, look, the time has gone by. It is 10 o'clock. We're supposed to end right now. Now, are you okay if we answer a few more questions?
I'm okay.
Or do you need to get to the Taco Bell or like anything?
No, honey, I'm good.
Is Miss Morgan there with you?
Of course, the one and only.
The one and only. That's
Yeah.
fine. She can say hi if she wants to.
She's resting her eyes at the moment.
Oh, she is unconscious. I am so jealous. All right, let's knock out some more questions. But first, we're going to do something we do for every show. It's called Derek's Helpful Drag Tips. Okay, so we're going to bring that up. We're going to talk about it real quick, and then we're going to move on. We'll have four more questions. We're going to give this till 10:30. Is that okay with you?
Let's do it, honey.
We're running over. I'm so sorry. I knew this was going to happen with you and I because we just talk.
We just talk. But you know what?
We just
The questions are still coming in, which is great. So
and
we
you're
still
doing
have
great.
people tuning
If you
in.
haven't shared the live yet, there's still time to do it. We
Yes.
like our hits. We like our
Yes.
numbers. So
Derek.
let's do Derek's helpful drag tip, which I'm pretty sure, unless Jade went pee-pee, she's still running things from behind the scenes. Derek's helpful drag tips. A pageant win or loss does not do nearly as much good or harm to your reputation as how you handle that win or loss. One more time. A pageant win or loss does not do nearly as much good or harm to your reputation as how you handle that win or loss. I think we've all been there. We've all been there, especially early in our pageant journey, where we're sure we are the winner. We prepared. We've done everything we possibly could to be the absolute best, and we are not the chosen winner that evening. And we process those feelings. They come out of our mouth. They go on social media. They come out of our thumbs and things like that. Pageantry is a journey. Pageantry is a journey. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about your friends. You learn a lot about your supporters and your fans.
Mhm. That's a good drag tip. It really is. But also, too, in the same token, how you respond win or lose in a positive direction, you're truly, joyful for the individual that won. That speaks volumes about who you are, because it could go, both ways. If you take it negatively or if you show positively, it shows, you know what? You know what I mean? Like, it just shows
Yeah.
it's yeah.
We've all seen the videos of someone winning and their first runner up or somebody in the top 5 or top 3 or top 2,
Yeah.
having a physical reaction, throwing things, saying things, going online and blah 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 blah. Everything's unfair. I hate the world. I open a can of worms. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
And that happens. We're human. You know what I mean? Pageantry is not cheap. At Miss Gay America, on average, low balling it, people spend $10,000 for that 4 days of pageantry. So, and pageantry, it's a lot of money. It's a lot
It's
of
a
time.
gamble.
It's a lot of
It is a gamble.
preparation.
Yes.
It truly is. So emotions are high.
Yeah.
People put their all into it.
Yeah.
And it comes down to the opinions of 5 individuals who may like you, who may not like you, who may have heard about former incidences of this happening before. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Right.
you really have to, again, be self-aware and know that everything you do is being watched. people are always going to have an opinion about you or the things you wear or the things you say. That shouldn't deter you from being who you are, but there is such a thing as reading the room, sis. Sometimes you got to read the room, and it's okay to let those emotions out. Sometimes it's okay to say what you, and you're valid, baby. This doesn't take away from who you are. That doesn't mean you need to conform or silence yourself in any certain way. Stand proudly,
Yeah.
in your convictions. You know what I mean? But yeah, been there, done that. So, been there, done that. Every moment is a chance to make a lasting impression.
Absolutely.
It really is. And the people that are in your corner will always be in your corner because they know you. They know that you're human. They've acknowledged that. They've accepted that. And those who aren't in your corner are going to be there with their phones waiting to record your every move.
Yeah.
And that's none of your business or concern.
No, not at all. Nope. Just keep
What
it
other
moving.
people think of you is none of your business or concern.
Not at all.
Keep on keeping on.
There you
Acknowledge your mistakes and be a good human. Divinity, what do you think of that? Like, I mean,
I
next.
Yes,
Next,
next.
we got questions. We got to go, honey. Taco Bell screaming my name. Eve Brown says, do you have suggestions for someone planning / organizing their first drag event? You're no stranger to drag, obviously. Eve is a drag artist under the name of Hidden in Plain Sight. You're no stranger to drag. Planning your first event should involve community and fellowship and love.
Yeah.
If you start with those three things, there's nothing you need to be concerned with.
Yeah.
You know what it takes. You've participated and been a part of other events that have involved many things on many levels. So, organizing your first event, yes, it takes a lot, but I think you're a very organized and very detail-oriented individual, to where you already know what it takes to do these things. It's not easy, but you have people like myself, like Divinity, like Jade DeVere, like all of us here, to reach out to for help and support. So utilize your community, utilize your fellowship, utilize the people who do this 8 times a week. Um, so, yeah, be confident in yourself and what you're doing.
Period.
What do you think?
I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that's true. It's and if that event, if that's an event that you want to do, make sure you bring in the people that you want to bring in for you. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like people that you love their art, you support their art, you come together, you create that community in there, and then you share that with everyone.
Exactly. There are things like drag it being oversaturated, highly oversaturated. And pageantry is something that a lot of people say is a dying art. The three main things that keep those things together are three P's for me. And this is an interview thing that I use in personal interview. I'm giving away free secrets of how I win interview. So three things that keep pageantry or community standards alive: passion, promotion, and I forget the third one. I always do this to myself: passion, promotion, and Mumu Chanel says promote. You have to be passionate about anything you believe in. You know what I mean? You have to promote and you have to participate. Participation is the other P.
Participate.
Those three things will keep anything alive. You have to believe in something enough to keep it going. If other people don't see the passion you have behind something, they're not going to support it.
No, not at all.
They're just like, okay, great, sure, whatever. But passion, promotion, and participation will keep things alive.
You heard it here, everyone.
You heard it here first. Next question, please.
Yes.
Terry Conrad or Vicky Sue Robinson is like, was this an anniversary for her this year or no? It was last year because she was a judge with you. When
Correct.
you judged me, they didn't send me to nationals. They were very rude. She said, well, you did not
Listen, I
present
was only
Becky's
one
work.
individual sitting on that judges panel. I was just one of the 5. I was just one of the 5, dear.
I did win interview. Vicky Sue Robinson, Terry Conrad says, are either of you concerned about the impact the new administration will have on the drag world? Yes.
Duh.
Yes, but it's not the first time. This is not our first rodeo.
Right. Right. Again,
This
leading
ain't our
with love
first
and
rodeo.
kindness. You know, the spaces that I perform at, I know they're safe spaces.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
the employees that work there, you know, there's a lot of respect and love that goes on there. So then that's another, you know, another safety, you know, feature. You know,
Right.
it's yeah. But of
Of course we're
course.
scared. We're all scared. We're all
Yeah.
scared. I mean, what Vince McMahon was just nominated to the cabinet, or his wife, or like it's a joke. But we knew this was coming, and we know who our opponent is. Those are our strengths.
Mhm.
It's not going to change us. It's not going to make or break us because we were already here.
Yeah.
We
And
already
we're not
love
gonna
us.
crumble.
We're
We're
not going
not.
to crumble.
No,
We're
we're
not
not.
going to crumble.
Mm-mm.
We're not going to crumble. So they want some, come get some.
And we got a lot to give, honey. So come on down to the Price
You want
is
some,
Right.
come get some. Look,
Okay.
is what it is. Next
Yes.
question. Inside the Drag Closet says, thank you all for amazing questions tonight, everybody. I'm just reading things as they pop up on the screen. You know, the wizard
Yes.
behind the curtain driving. Speaking of the wizard, did anybody go see Wicked? Did you go see it yet?
No, I
I
have
haven't.
not yet. I'm gonna see
I
it on
have not
Friday.
seen it. Have you seen it on Broadway?
I have not seen it on actual Broadway, but I've watched it through YouTube.
That's fair.
So I watched the whole Broadway production through YouTube, yes. And I know the music like the back of my hand.
Well, be, because you knew me. That's
Yes.
why. Because I
Because
knew you.
I know you. Yes.
See, I'm not
Yes.
going to
So
make you
I'm
sing
super
tonight. Don't
excited.
worry.
Huh?
I'm not going to make you sing tonight. Don't worry.
Please don't. I have a slight little sinus thing I gotta heal before Saturday, so don't be. I need some hot
I have a
tea.
national pageant. I can't possibly sing right now.
I can't. I'm gonna hold up a whiteboard and said, "Sorry, I can't." It's gonna say, "I cannot talk right now."
Not right
I'm just
now. Right
yeah,
now.
not right now. But no, I'm
It's
excited for the
fun.
movie. I'm super, super excited for it. I can't watch the trailer without crying. I get very emotional and teary-eyed because the story is so impactful.
Sure.
It's very strong and it's amazing, and this cast is outstanding. And you know, I can't wait. I really can't wait. So
It's going to be good.
it's gonna be great. And we're gonna see a lot of wicked drag after it too.
Yeah. Oh, honey, can you the amount of wicked talents we're going to see at nationals this year?
Okay. And I'm gonna say
Now look,
it started off with Miss Morgan for her outstanding final step down look. The only thing she was missing was that darn bubble, but she
was
was
the
floating on that stage.
bubble.
I know, right?
If
That
we could have
gown
found a bubble big enough,
to
we would
fit.
have put her in it.
Okay, honey, absolutely. But
We
yeah, I was
all
like,
would have been chewing bubble gum together. Like we could make a
yes, very much that. Very
baby. Yes, it takes me back to like circa 2009 Victoria DePaula when she did Defying Gravity,
yes, I watched that
and
talent today.
I sat on the floor in front of her as she did it. Like it
Yeah,
was when Tequila Daniels was in nationals when she
yeah,
won Miss Pennsylvania.
yes.
And Victoria DePaula did Defying Gravity and Paula Abdul all in one, and she had a hydraulic lift and she flew, and it was great.
It was great.
And here we
With the
are
costume
nearly, what,
reveal.
15, 17 years later, and we're still defying gravity.
Of course.
I love it.
For
I
good.
love it.
Always. Yes.
We have just 2 questions left, and
Let's do it.
we're done. And that's it. Let's do it. Don't forget to, okay, cool. Let's talk about look, it's my first time driving. I really have to, it's not my first time driving. Coming up on, let's see, December 6th. December 6th, we are doing the Divas Down Under Jingle Bell Rock drag show. We are featuring Jade DeVere, Poison, my good Judy, Ivana Wrights, Katarina Couture, and Alize La Diamond on December 6th at 10:30 at Divas Down Under. Get those tickets. Support local drag. It is
Yes.
some of my most favorite shows to do are holiday shows like Halloween, Christmas, 4th of July, things like that. I love doing holiday shows. Christmas is one of my favorites. This show has been around for many, many years, and drag is highly oversaturated right now. And we are at a time where our political climate is going to affect the things we do and our social interactions and things like that. So stay vigilant, support each other, support one another, reach out to one another. Mental health is a real thing. Please buy those tickets. Come out
Yes.
and be with your community, be with your fellowship, and be with the love. You know, this is our church.
Yes.
You know what I
I've
mean?
always
Keep
had a
these things
fantastic
alive.
time. Always had a
Exactly.
fantastic time at Divas Down Under, honey. Go out and get your tickets. Support these outstanding entertainers. They give it to you every time, honey. They give it to you every time. And I
Exactly.
loved it. I love coming and hanging out with you guys.
It's such a good time. Divas Down Under has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
We're hoping to continue. There may be some changes coming into the future, and I hope that they happen. But our next episode is going to be Wednesday, December 4th. Our special guests are going to be my daughter Alanya Chest and Trixie Valentine from Glitter on My Tips. That's going to be Wednesday, December 4th at 8:30 p.m. Now, look, I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale that day, so I will be checking in from because I'm leaving the country. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I've had enough of all of your shit. I've
And
had
we've
enough.
all had enough of yours. No, I'm just kidding.
Honey, I believe it. Believe it. Honey, I believe it. And I accept that. And I love that. Thank you.
You go, girl. You enjoy that
I
vacation.
know. I'm a lot. Look, I know I'm problematic and I'm not going to change. So just get over it.
You are not problematic.
I'm passionate. There's a difference.
Very passionate.
I'm passionate. I said what I said.
Boom.
Boy, that's going to get me in trouble. All right. I said what I said. I will be in Fort Lauderdale on December 4th, so I will be checking in as much as I can down there. Wi-Fi might be a little wonky. I don't know. Might be a hurricane. Who knows? But that is the start of my vacation. So Wednesday, December 4th, we will be back with our 2 special guests. I think we still have 2 questions left that we're going to answer here real quickly, and then we're going to be done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. This just in, end your show. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
Did you get that? It's snowing in Minneapolis. That's fantastic. Oh, Paula Abdul's pregnant. That's fantastic. And Gaga is the father. Wonderful.
I cannot.
I
You
know
are
I'm a
such a
lot.
joy. You are such a joy.
You're a joy. You are.
No, you are.
You are. You are, and I'm beyond proud of you. I could not be more proud of you. You know how you know how I feel about you.
I truly do. Yes. Thank you.
You know how I feel about you.
Yeah.
I have themed my entire prelim around you. I celebrate you more than you know.
Thank you, honey.
So I'm proud of you. And I am so grateful that you are my and our Miss Gay Maryland America. And I know that you are going to destroy nationals.
Well, thank you.
And everyone you meet from now until the end of history. So thank you for being an inspiration for me. Thank you for being my friend.
Of course. Thank you for being my friend. Of course, honey.
Of course, Fancy has a question. We have to give Fancy her moment. All those stuff. Where did y'all get them hairs? Which one? The ones on my upper lip? They're natural, baby. They came from Dawn.
Oh my
The ones
goodness.
on my chest. Where'd y'all get them hairs? Where'd your hair come from? Who did your hair?
So this is a Sunny Delight unit. This is the Disco Dome. Yes, and this is actually sponsored by Miss Fancy Dismount. This is actually her unit. So
I see.
Yes, you see how she did it there? But
I
did the styling for it because she actually allowed us to borrow it for this past weekend for the pink look that I did for Morgan's presentation, and Morgan got to wear it. So
is that one of those 400% densities?
This is only 200.
Oh, cheap.
But with the good keys, yes, honey. But I will say there is a 400 around here somewhere that does belong to Fancy. And let me tell you, of course there is. This thing is,
baby. Speaking of Fancy, speaking of somebody who is just a team freaking player,
100%.
110%. Fancy Dismount is somebody who is always there, always backstage, always sewing, always stoning, always ready to go.
Yes.
Is Fancy Dismount. So kudos to you, my friend, my family, my sister. Kudos to you for everything you do for everybody.
Yeah.
Tirelessly, effortlessly, willingness. Like, you are America. You are excellence, and you are exactly what the system and what people and what the world need. So I love you. I love you.
Fancy already knows how I feel. That's my cousin sister. I love her.
She knows.
Yeah.
Sister, I think we're at the end. I think we've made it. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I need insulin. She got type 4, huh?
Nena. Oh my goodness.
Nena bendito. I love this so very much.
Yes, I love this too.
Would you love to leave the world and the viewers watching with some words of wisdom?
Absolutely.
As you say goodbye.
Absolutely. Number one, thank you all so much for tuning in. And most importantly, thank you all for being you. Never forget who you are at the end of the day. No one can be you because you are truly, authentically meant to be who you are. So never forget that. I am so excited for my next chapter. I am so excited for what's to come. I'm excited for each and every single one of you to go out and support drag, support local drag, support your sisters, your brothers, your beautiful non-binary friends, everyone in between. We all matter. We all have a space. So please go out there and do just that. And don't forget, when life hands you lemons, you have to do the unthinkable. And everyone's going to expect you to make a lemonade or maybe a lemon meringue pie or limoncello. No, honey, do the unthinkable and make a meatloaf. Let them work. You got it. When life hands you lemons, you make a meatloaf. You do the
sour ass meatloaf.
Well, girl, I didn't say it needed to be like a lemon meatloaf, but it could be a little garnish on top or something. But it's going to take time for you to collect those materials, take yourself, build that up so then you can present something that they would not expect. That's the montage, honey.
I know that's right.
But no, I love you all. Thank you so much. Amethyst, thank you again for just being you. You are such a light, and I am so attracted to your magnetic and just lovable kindness heart. You every time I'm around you, we have that thing together. And I'm so blessed that I have that with you. And Jade, I know you're not here visible, but girl, you are so talented. And thank you so much for having me as well. I know you're the mastermind behind it all, honey. You're the wizard behind the curtain.
She's the wizard, hon.
Yes, honey. It's like, no, let me stop. But I love you all.
Come on, Cynthia. Come on, baby.
And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Divinity, for being my guest, my friend, and my sister, the reigning Miss America, on her way to nationals in Little Rock, Arkansas, January something to another.
14th to the 17th, yes.
Please,
please. The first ever Miss Gay America Femme Division, which will be held on the 18th. That Saturday.
We sure do.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be an incredible January into 2025. You know, despite everything that's going to happen with the presidential election, you know, the queers are showing up, baby.
The Little Rock, Arkansas.
We're going to show up and we're going to show out and we're going to do the thing. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure not only to know you, but just to share this time with you and to get the good word out and get the education out and let the kids know, you know, that they're loved and they're valued and they're accepted. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a light in this world, because there are not near enough candles like you, my friend. There are not near enough. But when it comes to you, we only need one. You know what I'm saying? So I love you and I celebrate you from my soul. And I hope you know that and value that. Jade DeVere, my sister, driving behind the scenes. Thank you so much for doing VH1's pop-up video for me tonight. That's literally how I view that. I love you. I value you. And I'm always here for you. To all of you out there watching and keeping us alive since May of 2020, we love you. We are over 13,000 viewers and followers strong. We're here to put out a good word and a good message, and it's because of you that we do what we do. Thank you for loving what we do and keeping us. I love you. Take care of each other. Check in on one another. We'll see you next time, December 4th, Wednesday, 2024. Are you out, girl? Are we done here?
I think we're done.
We're done here.
Thank
you so much. Divinity Cruzz.
Amethyst Diamond.
We'll see you next time, kids. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night and bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us on Inside the Drag Closet.